Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix General 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so let's see what we can merge and get rid of here. Let me see this here. This PR adds conditional initialization to the cost so far variable in Pathfinder. Came to light recently, then golden maybe still not catch this issue. Compared to detail. Here is one such replay. Okay, what is this a follow-up for? Cost so far. Cost so far. Find ground path. Find ground path. Closed. There we go. Let's see. Fixes uninitialized variable. To keep retail company, it needs to be uninitialized in VC6 builds. Needs to be uninitialized. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let me edit this guy here. Put the links at the top. Relates to that, resolves that, okay. So what does this change do? It added the 0 here. Yeah. Okay. Good. I would say fix on. Follow up for that. Okay, how do we name this? I would say we name it revert to uninitialized variable. In that, revert to uninitialized variant for VS6 builds to avoid mismatch with retail builds. Revert to uninitialized variable. Revert to uninitialized variable in that for VC6 build to avoid mismatch with retail builds. Okay. Milestone stability. Okay. Revert to uninitialized variable and add for v6 to avoid mismatch with three tables. Okay, good. That is sorted. Okay, what else can we merge? I think we have a whole bunch of approved changes here. Approved. Okay, let's see. This one we don't want to merge yet, I think. But we can. This one is also safe to merge, I think. Yeah. Let me take a look at it once more. Unlock rect. So here we lock it. If it has succeeded, we keep on going here, and if it errors, then it goes to error. Okay. Okay. What's next? Approved. Spoofing exe CSC. Right, so this one was not yet. Okay, he's not here to fix it yet. Okay. Prevent executing. Okay, so we have two crashes here. Let me ask in chat, is there anything I need to review right now? Yeah, I think so. I think we can merge these two crash fixes. Or is there any risk? I think it's fine. Yeah, they should be fairly safe. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, this one fixes crash in state machine and change the update, destroys the prior. Actually, I wanted to see if like, I think I didn't want to merge this yet because there are still other crashes, and it would be interesting to know if this change would fix them as well, right? This one we can merge though, I think. This one should be good to merge, yeah. Let me take a look at it once more. Effectively dead. Set effectively dead. Let me see who's calling is effectively dead. Oof. Quite a number. Okay. Okay, that's actually quite a lot. Okay, wow. Wow. That really is a lot. Okay. So there's a lot of updates here to check for that stuff. So it will avoid a bunch of code, yeah. Okay, but it only happens on level unload, so this should be pretty safe, yeah. Do we also want to add author maybe? And a date? Maybe. Created yesterday. Let me see. By the way, we can delete these two branches here. Where is this? Yeah. extra slow here. Okay, let's add author and the date. Yesterday was 22nd of 5th when we created this. Yeah. Add author dates. Okay, so read me. Anything I need to review right now? Oof, the readme. The readme and documentation stuff is something that I'm really not fond of reviewing because it's not code. So that means it's harder to review. Yeah, the problem with text is how hard to review texts. Because like, how do you describe something properly? It's so hard to find the right words to describe something appropriately and accurately and like in really short words. And like the problem is most people that just describe things very inefficiently. They put 3 sentences to explain something that can be phrased in 5 words, and then you have to like figure out what they mean, and then you have to explain, okay, can we make this shorter? And it's just awful to review text. It's awful to review. Yeah, it takes forever because you have to somehow confine all this stuff into small words to make it human readable. Yeah, and it just takes forever. The same with the changelog. Writing changelogs is so awful. It's really bad. Here it says no loco, but I think it's loco. Yeah, and here it says loco. Loco, real loco. Good. Then what is going on here? Oh, uninitialized, of course. Fantastic. Okay, so what do? We need to... Yeah, right. I wanted to check. So there are more crashes regarding cargo. So yeah, I wanted to check the following. Let's build a... let's go on our multi-instance branch. Yeah. Let's build a new version. So I would like to test... there's a crash with terrorists driving over neutron mines or something like this. Or getting hit by neutron shells. Yeah. That crashes. I would like to see like if this is also related to state machine. I think there's a good chance it is. And maybe it's even the same crash that we fixed yesterday, 2 days ago. Okay, how do we test this? I think we have a test map. Let me make this larger here. Options. Garrison, infantry. Battle, no. Car crash. Dummy weapon. Frozen Max Garrison. Terrorist mines. There we go. This one. Man, the music is trash. Can we change it? Yeah, so here are mines around these infantry bunkers. So, but it's not neutral mines, right? Huh, that didn't crash. It hang a bit for a moment, but it didn't crash. Yeah. Let's put them in the bus. Okay, no crash. Okay, let me go to this map. No, let me go to this map. Let's take a nuke general. Let's build the attack tree. Okay. Then we build a new cannon, and we get this neutron thingy. Then we get the toxin. Okay. Then we shoot on this guy. And there we go. The crash. Okay, it's different. Okay, cool. Let's take a new notepads. Okay, so it's a null crash. Think get template return null pointer. Get sound falling. This is a misnomer, but it makes it clearer for the user. Rider, get template, get sound falling. Get rider, template, rider. It's already deleted. This is trash already. The rider is trash. The rider is trash. Oof. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, what we need is memory pool debug. We need to We need to compile and debug. On that note, we need to make a change to allow memory pool debug to be usable without option debug. Let's we can tackle this another session in the future. Yeah, because I think it's really annoying to have this one a dependency for memory pool debug. It makes no sense to me. They should be independent. Yeah, it just makes it more complicated to use it. Okay, then let's stop debugging. I want to get like clean garbage to memory with dead beefs inside. Yeah, makes it easier to look at this. Okay, but it's a use after free, essentially. Good old unsafe, typical C++. Yeah, but this only happens when you don't properly design your lifetimes. Yeah. Good. Okay. What is that? Uploads the build artifacts to simple website using GitHub P. GitHub P. Okay. Pages right. GitHub token. Okay, I have no clue what this code does. Someone with knowledge has to review this. I may create an issue. Task. Debug. Debug memory. Decouple memory debug from decouple game memory debug from debug from RTS debug. Or at least, or make it a 3-state, like we have for logging for debug, logging, and core. Okay. Now let me launch that. Good. No, this one. This and toxin. We probably should make a save game. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me save this game. Oh shit. Okay. Test all factions. Nuke terror crash. VS 2022. Okay. Good. Then we shoot here. Okay. Good. So the writer is. I don't see dead beefs. Okay. Oh, I know why. Always the same mistake. Not replay. Load game. Ignore. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Rider. Okay, I still don't see the dead beef, but okay. I guess we have to go with that then. I thought we had D option debug, memory pool debug. Polymer. Rider clear disabled. On removing rider. On removing, okay. Kill contained. On removing. Rider. Contain list. Oof. Neutron blast to object. Contain. Contain module looks totally broken here. What? Kill all contained. If it is a container. Dump projectile behavior. So this is a new cannon shell, right? It's detonating. Handle projectile detonation. Projectile detonation weapon. Deal damage. Attempt damage. Where's the first garbage object? I think we haven't found that yet. What we see here, this to me indicates that the pointer is just garbage. But the problem is higher up already. Right? So for example, here we can see that this contain list is garbage as well. So the garbage goes higher and higher. This doesn't look garbage. How about we check this object? Yeah, this. Neutron blast behavior. This object looks. This object looks okay. Okay, so but this object contains a garbage pointer to contain. Contain by nothing. Contain. contain list size is -1. Yeah, so this is garbage. But the virtual table looks okay. So it's only the, it's only the contain list that is garbage. How does that happen? Okay. Oh, that is unexpected. Okay, that is unexpected. It looks like there's only parts of this object is garbage. Huh. Huh. Maybe we need to run address sanitizer against this. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so the contain list is bad. Begin is -1 contain list. Contain. Open contain. So the whole contain is bad, right? How about we de-optimize these files? This file and this file and this file. And then we run it one more time. And if we don't see anything too interesting, then we should run it against address sanitizer. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this contain, yeah, the contain list is garbage. But other than that, it looks okay, right? Contain list size, yeah. So somehow it's only this guy that looks so strange. The object, let me see objects. Watch objects. Yeah, it looks fine. Otherwise, yeah. Contain. So it's, I suspect that this contain is dangling, right? Let me see the, oh, the V table also looks perfectly fine. Yeah. It's not deleted. It's just something else has trampled this. All right. Yeah. Let me see how this contain list is being open contain contain lists. Oh. Okay, what is this? Item lists, STD lists. Okay. It is weird that the list size is separate from contain list. Why are these kept separate? Like the STD list already has a size. Well, maybe in VC6 the size was calculated with by iterating over all elements to get the size. That could be, right? I don't know. I think the standard back in the day did not specify whether the size of a STD list has to be cached in the object or if it can be computed. And so it could be that it has been separated for this reason. All right. Let me see how this thing is used. What is this? Contain list front, my guy. My guy. It's a good variable name. My guy. I think that's funny variable name. My guy. The real bro. The real brother. Yeah. This game was developed in the hood. Deep in the hood. Yeah. This game was developed in the hood. AKA EA Pacific. It's also interesting that it only works when there is one element in the size. On body damage state changed. Overload contain. Okay, so there's actually quite a lot of codes in regards to the contain list. Yeah. I guess what we can check is if the list size is always in sync with the contain list. Right? Because if it's not, then that would be critical. Yeah. Oh man, why did they do that? Yeah, iterator. Oh, erase, I see. Okay. Okay. So I need to be very careful. Always keep it in sync here. Yeah. If empty. Man. That's some stupid logic here. Oh my gosh. First they set the list size to 0, yeah. Then they erase every element, and then at the end, when everything's already erased, then they clear it, just in case. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. What is this? Caboose full of terrorists. What? My gosh. Pushback. Oh. My guy. Okay, I don't see anything wrong here. Let me compile with the address sanitizer. So we put a ASIN on, we disable debug, we configure, and we generate. Yeah. Okay, that will have to rebuild everything. Get to general. Okay, good. So let's rebuild that garbage. Game design. Should pilots have a weaker armor against tank shells and missiles so they would die a bit faster? Nothing is more annoying than an army that is clearly going to win a battle because they don't have anti-infantry units to deal with the pilots. thought about that before. It's probably a rare issue. Can mix units to kill pilots. Yeah, I would say this is more like a skill issue than a game issue, right? So if you don't have a unit that can kill a pilot, then get a unit that can kill pilots, right? Like, if you only have overlords and they can't kill the pilot, then yeah, get a Gatling tank or quad cannon or a rebel on the bike to kill the pilots. Yeah. So shouldn't be an issue. Mm-hmm. Mob so angry it's turning the ground red beneath it. It's fixed in patch, by the way. Texture issue. Okay, that has succeeded, and let's run that bitch. And hopefully we get a bit more information with address sanitizer. That would be... Ah, hold on. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. 2 mistakes. We have to disable the game memory. It already is disabled. No. It already is disabled. So the only thing we need to do is install. There we go. Okay. Load game. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Aha. Use of deallocated map. Okay, well, that doesn't help us much. That is pretty much... Okay, so the contain list is now 0. Oh, the contain list is 0. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's save that. Notepad++. There we go. So do we have an ASIN report? Let me see. Outputs. Yeah, here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the problem is, well, it's not really an address sanitizer issue. The problem is that the list is simply empty. And here we just use begin. We assume that it's not empty. Why do we assume that? Oh. Contain. Huh. Now it's weird. This is weird because I would imagine that there are also maybe other callers that would crash on this. Let me see who's calling this. Yeah, so there are quite a number of things that call this. Bunker Buster, Neutron Blast, and Overlord contain. That would be weird. Misspelled. Okay, actually there are only 3 places that call this. By the looks of it. Let me see, let me double check. Yeah, 3 places. Harm and force exit all contain. Ouch. What is this commentary? Ouch. Oh man. This game was really made in the hood. Kill all contain. Okay, so the kill all contained is not healthy because it, yeah, it can actually, hold on. Yeah, actually, no. Hold on. That is actually valid here. It takes a begin and it checks if it's not the end. Yeah. Okay, now I'm actually confused. Yeah, what is this bullshit? Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at the ACE address sanitizer reports. So, heap use after free. Who deleted it? Remove from contain via iterator. Remove all contains. Remove all contains. On die. Open contain on die. So previously it already called open contain remove all contained. Which, what does it do? It will contain lists. It will erase and contain list erase. Erase writer. Will it delete the object or it just removes it? Okay, I still don't understand what the cause of this issue is. Okay, but we know it uses some deallocated memory. Yeah. Where's the problem? Kill all contained. Kill all contained. Remove all contained. Okay, so hold on. Which object exactly is deleted? Remove from contain via iterator. Okay, so this list is empty because the head is the same as the next pointer. So the begin is the end here, right? Yeah. The begin is the end. My size is 0. Yeah. So the thing is 0. Why is it entering this loop then? I don't understand this. Okay, does it mean that maybe this open contain itself is deleted? Could that be? I don't understand what the problem is. Erase. We need to understand the problem before we can start thinking about fixing it. Right now, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. We have a contain list. We erase the iterator. Erase the iterator. Rider. Add or remove object from worlds. Okay. Set position. Set layer. Boy, this is a hard problem. Currently, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what the problem is. I don't know, like which thing exactly is deleted here. Is it the contain module? Is it the list? What exactly is broken here? I don't understand. So because the contain looks okay, and the contain list also looks okay here. It has 0 size, so why is it crashing here? It has no size. It shouldn't be dereferencing the iterator here because this should fail. This condition here should fail, right? But it doesn't. Why does it not fail? No, that is wild. That is wild. Yeah. Okay. I think we can merge this one here, right? Let me look at it once more. Okay, squash and merge. Prevent executing this modules and spawning new objects to avoid asserts and crashes when unloading a map and destroying all objects. Wow, this problem is a problem. This problem is a problem. Kill all contained if it is a container. Yeah. This function should not crash. If the contain list is just empty, this should not crash. It crashes. To me, it implies that what we see here is not correct in the debugger. This line is lying here right now. That's my suspicion. This is lying. These values, they're not true. Fake news. So, but that would mean that this whole object, this open contain object, is garbage. But it doesn't look to be garbage because it still has a healthy vtable. The vtable looks okay. There are pointers in there. Yeah. And the ASIN report also says that we only deleted, we removed all contained, and then we call kill all contained. Okay, so why would, if we call remove all contained and then kill all contained, why would that cause a crash? I mean, it is weird, right? So, like, logically speaking, it's weird that we first remove all contained and then we kill all contained, right? And right afterwards. That is weird as well, right? Because because the technical is very unlike the Humvee. In the Humvee, when you kill the Humvee, the passengers die, right? In the technical, the passengers evacuate when the technical dies. It's different from the Humvee. So I guess what happens here is at first this here open contain on dies, probably the technical is dying. With technical I mean the Jeep, the GLA Jeep, right? It's dying. It will evacuate all its passengers, which is fair. But then it wants to kill. It wants to kill the passengers, but the passengers are already unloaded. So it should just do nothing because it's just empty, which should be fine, right? So why is it crashing then? I don't understand. To me, it looks like, logically speaking, it should be fine. It first evacuates them and then it tries to kill whatever's left, and there's nothing left, so it just doesn't kill anything effectively, but fair enough, right? It's a useless call, but it has to test it, right? So neutron blast to object. Neutron blast to object. Deal damage. kill all contained objects. This object is technical, right? Yeah, there it is, technical, yeah. It has a contain module. Man, this is a tough problem. This is a real tough problem. By the way, did we add Helmut as reviewer here? Here we did, yeah. And here for this one. Oh, we didn't add him. Look at that. Helmut Buller. There we go. I think this is a data issue. Army of all our things and one or more years. This needs to be tested on patch where it might already be fixed. Yeah, I think I remember we worked on this, and it's like a it's a problem with the command sets buttons, and there's a chance that this is already fixed. Yeah. Good. Oh man, this is a tough problem. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh man. Neutron blast to objects. It cannot kill aircraft. Look at that. Huh. Wow. That's sad. Man. I don't see why removing all contained here would somehow break this, unless maybe there is some illogic in this open contain. Let's have a closer look into that. Okay, what is it doing? Okay, it looks already strange when I look at this thing here. This looks really strange. What? What? So it assigns it here. Yeah. I wonder if it does something illegal here in some way. I mean, it looks okay because it assigns it here and then it tests IT against this, right? So it looks as if it should work, but maybe it does something unexpected. But just looking at it now, it looks like it could work or should work. Yeah, and then it goes on. So yeah, only a valid iterator should end up here. Yeah. And then we have this iterator and we dereference it. It contains a writer and we erase it. Yeah. Kill all contain. Yeah, it looks like it should work. Yeah. Man. But how about we do this? This logic is really quite absurd. How about we do an IT next and we say IT IT next equals IT, and then we do while IT while IT next is not that. Then we do IT next equals IT. IT next is that. IT next is not the end. IT next is I think where we do is plus IT next, and then we can remove this. We say IT is IT next. We say IT next plus plus. How about that? So we start here, IT as begin, IT next is also begin. IT next is not that, IT. What we can also do is, I think we can simplify this further. This one takes a copy, right? Yeah. So what we can do is we can do IT plus plus. And then we can do IT like this. That should work. Because it first creates a copy, it passes here, then it increments it, and then it calls it, right? I think this works. Yeah, I think this would work. I don't know if that avoids the issue, probably not, because before it looked also fine, but I just found it fishy how this while loop looks. Yeah. Oh boy. The good old state machine and fire weapon. Yeah. Ammo and clip. That's a huge number. Not that beef. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, there are enough problems in this game to keep us busy for a couple more years, I guess. Yeah. Good, let's shoot on this guy. And boom. And it still crashes. Okay. So that didn't fix anything. Great. Great, great, great. Good. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on here with this bullshit. That is not good. But the good thing is that it's easy to reproduce. At least it has that going for it. So we can test it. That's great. And we do see the problem, but we don't understand the problem. I don't understand the problem. Maybe it's awfully obvious, but I don't see it right now. Read of size 4. Open contain, kill all contain. Oh. Oh, I think I understand now. It is touching the same, it is touching the same container deeper in the stack. So we delete from this container and then we delete again from it, or touch it again, right? Does that make sense? Here, kill all contain. And that kills something, and then it attempts damage. And then it touches the same contain and wants to do something else on it. Okay. Okay, I understand. I understand. Good, now it makes sense. Okay, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Yeah, okay. Okay. That is okay. Good. How do we fix that? Yeah, how do we fix it? Kill all contain. I have idea how we fix that. Yeah. I have idea. Yeah. We swap. So the kill all contains, I have idea, yeah. Here. We don't kill them one by one, but we swap the container, because it effectively, what does it do? Yeah, it erases, right? Here. If writer else plus contain. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Kill all contain just made a boo-boo. Oh my gosh. Just made a boo-boo. My gosh. Okay, so the expectation is that all writers are being deleted here. That there's no null pointer inside. Right? But there is. No, there's not. There was no null, but it's weird because if there was one, it would skip and the contain list would not be emptied. Yeah. Okay, so how would we fix this? I would say we would take the contain lists dot we would take a contained items list. We call it contain list copy. And then we do an std swap. Std swap. Contain lists. There we go. And then we do, then we basically operate on, on the contain list copy, right? Oops. Yeah. Okay. And then the list will be pretty much deleted here at the end. No, it will be deleted. This list will be empty already right away. And then this one, it will erase one by one. I would say we do the same approach in the remove all contains. Let me see, are there any other erasers here in this class? Containless erase. This one. Remove from contain. Remove all contained. Okay. Then how about here we also create a copy. Contain list copy. Std swap. Then we do here contain list copy. But hold on. But this one deletes from. That doesn't work. It expects this list here. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. No. No, let's just test that and see if that works. The question is, do we want to keep this refactoring here? I mean, it's not unrecognized option. What? Okay, I think there's a good chance that the problem is fixed now. Yeah. It will be curious to see what happens then. Like, will the terrorists evacuate or not? There we go. That works. Okay, cool. That works. Let's load it one more time. Yeah, so the terrorists, they die with a puddle here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, is there any, do we expect a mismatch from this? Let me see. I think as long as we kill them in the correct order, it should be fine, right? Yeah, we shouldn't change the order of the kill. So this refactoring that we did here, this actually could cause mismatches because we changed the order that these guys are removed, right? So it could be a mismatch from this. Okay, but this one, it iterated forward while IT is not this, yeah. So we kill it in the same order. It's just that we prevent someone else from touching the contain list and modifying it when we already kill it. Yeah. Okay, then let me reset this here. Jesus Christ. Kill all content there, yeah. Okay, let me add a comment here. Super hackers, add bug fix. Today is the 23rd, 25, 2025. Prevent crashing the game when killing. It's actually, hold on. So it killed all content here, and what did triggered the remove? Oh, the fire weapon when that behavior of the terrorists. Will okay. So what happens? The neutron blast kills all the passengers, and then the passengers, which are the terrorists, they will then fire their death weapons, and this death weapon will damage the technical, and the technical will die, and so it will try to remove all contained guys. I see. Remove all. Oh, this fix could mismatch. Let's think if we. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. No. I don't know if it could cause mismatch, and maybe there's something I don't think about. But I mean, if something would call like remove all contain something else, and it would also crash. So. Kill all contain. Unless there is something where it would just read. So here it crashes because this writes to the list, and this also writes to the list. But let's say there was something else on the code path that would just read from the list afterwards. If that was the case, then it could maybe cause mismatch, right? Because then it wouldn't see the other guys anymore. Yeah, there is potential that this causes mismatch, but I don't know in what kind of situation. Let me see the contain list, in what context these things are used. Let's see. Harm and force exit. Harm and force exit all contain. Remove. Force all contained objects in the contain list to exit and kick them in the pants on the way out. Okay. Kick them in the pants. Crash fix when neutral bunker on Alpine Assault is occupied with 10 demo general infantry units with a suicide upgrade, and US stealth fighters with bunker busters kill the guys inside. Causes recursive damage where the bunker buster destroys an infantry. The infantry explodes and blows up. Another missile which kills everyone inside while the first missile is killing everyone. And the game blows up. Fix is to reset the list. What? Oh. To me, it looks like he ran into the exact same problem. It's a different function. He identified the problem, but I'm not sure if he fixed it correctly. So it's similar stuff here. So this is harm and force exit. Attempt damage. Yeah. To me, it looks like it's the same problem, but here he sets IT containers begin. Crash fix when neutral bunker on Alpine is occupied with 10 demo general infantry units with the suicide upgrade, and the US stealth fighters with bunker buster kill the guys inside, cause recursive damage where bunker buster destroys an infantry. The infantry explodes and blows up. Oof. I see. He resets it to begin so that... Oh. Okay, maybe that's actually a valid way to fix it in a different way. So, okay. So basically here the deal is... Yeah, this actually also looks like another way to fix this. So basically what happens then is that the attempt damage will then cause the evacuation, right? Yeah. Yeah. But it also means that if a rider was null here, then this loop would never exit, right? So it's not the end. The rider was null pointer. Then we start at the begin again, and this never-ending loop. boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's try what happens if we apply this kind of fix to the function. Let me put a bookmark here. Kill all contained. It's too bad that he didn't see the same problem here. Okay, then let me create a copy of this again. Then we comment out the first fix version. And we put the original code back in. So it was this and that and that and that. Okay, and so here what he did is he just put this here. Okay. Then we put this here. Okay. And then we test that. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I think both ways are valid. And I guess it's better to have them consistent. Yeah. I have the impression what happens then they evacuate and then, but if they evacuate, do they die then? This might actually cause this. I don't know what will happen. Like the neutron shell will kill the passengers, then the terrorists will kill the technical, then the terrorists will unload, and then what happens with those unloaded terrorists? Like I wonder. That's really weird. Yeah. Also, hold on. Actually, hold on. Erase. It erases before we kill it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, actually, yeah, this is, it looks like it would work. It doesn't crash, but let's see what the behavior says. Good, so we shoot on this guy. Yeah, so the guy's evacuated now. And that's weird. That's weird. I think the behavior is weird. Harm and force exit all contained. So this code pass here, let me see, how can we trigger this? Then we create a new match. So we take the stealth fighter. Neutral bunker. Can we force fire our own bunker? Can we just shoot on our tunnel? Okay, so I put the guys inside, yeah. Maybe we also build a China bunker. But I don't know if does stealth fighter actually clear friendly buildings? I don't think it does. Barracks. Okay, let's take the bunker buster upgrades. Yeah. I know we have to put terrorists inside. Right. Okay. That has triggered. Contain list. So now we have 5 guys inside. Then we remove him from contain, so there should be 4 now, yeah. And then we attempt damage. Now the question is, will this reduce the size? No, it does not. We have another one. 3. Aha, but now it was cleared. The rider evacuated all the other guys, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so touching this would definitely cause mismatch. Let's test this one more time. If it looks good. Attempt. I think I disagree with the way he fixed the bug. Yeah. It should not have been fixed the way he fixed it. Because it's different from... Oops. Yeah, I believe that the stealth fighter should first damage the passengers before the passengers do anything, right? So if we attack this guy here, then it will clear all the guys inside, right? But the bunker survives. And then we shoot here on the terrorists, and it acts differently. It damages terrorists, and they kill the bunker, and then the bunker evacuates, and then some of the guys survive. And I don't think that's the intended behavior. No. I disagree with the way he fixed it here. It fixed the crash, but the behavior is wrong, I think. Yeah. So I think what I will do is for this I prefer this fix with a swap. So we first kill all the guys, and then have them attempt, kill all the guys. Yeah. And then don't have the guys kill the vehicle and force evacuation. Yeah. Okay. Good. We have a pretty good understanding now of how this works. I probably will add a note here or open a bug report that we should change this behavior in the future, because I don't think that's good behavior. Let's change this behavior. So let's say we did here this here. By the way, let me see this neutron shell thing once more, so we can see it. We have this guy here. Do we have nuke general? Oof. Requires propaganda. Let's get the Technica. I need to build so many things. So we take the guys, move here. Yeah. These are not toxin terrorists. Yeah, this looks weird. Yeah. It's weird that the terrorists survive partly. This shouldn't happen. This neutron shell should clear them. So I don't think we should fix it this way with this. That's not the way. I'm very much in favor of this change. So let's put this one here back. Let's comment this one out. Okay, then we take this guy. And we simply do that. So that contain list, yeah, and then we remove this here, yeah. So we first attempt the damage on all the guys. And we don't evacuate. Force exit or contain. Remove from contain. Attempt damage. Yeah. Hold on. Remove. Hold on. What does remove from? Okay. Okay, let's test this. Let's see what happens. I'm actually not so sure what happens now. Ideally, when you shoot at the bunker, ideally the terrorists are cleared similarly to how other infantry is cleared from bunkers, right? Yeah. Because basically what happens here is if we attempt the damage and the damage evacuates it, so the terrorists, so it loops through here through the containers, through the container, the terrorists that are inside the building, and then it will remove them from the container, and then it will attempt the damage, and the damage will damage the bunker that they sit in, and then when the bunker dies, then the guys are being evacuated, and when they're evacuated, they won't receive damage in this loop because they will already be removed from the contain by the time it reaches this code again in this loop. Right? So like in this loop, it will evacuate the remaining terrorists, and that's why they don't receive the damage. So it doesn't damage all passengers if some of the passengers manage to kill the bunker that they are, being killed inside of. That's a problem. And I think that's inconsistent. Like why would the order affect the way, like why would this be acceptable? It shouldn't be that that some terrorists are not taking any damage just because they're being evacuated, right? Because the building dies. But the bunker, the Nighthawk has shot his missiles, and the terrorists were clearly in the blast radius, so they should receive the damage, right? There's no excuse. So I really don't agree with this fix. I think it's wrong. Yeah. Let me get this guy. Yeah. Yeah. We need a China bunker. Good. Let's put the guys inside. Let's build some more guys. Okay. So now the logic is changed. Let's see what happens. Ooh, we crash. Oof. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, that was unexpected. Oh boy. Remove all contained. Okay, so here harm and force exit all contained, and then remove all contained. But okay. Okay. I would say for now, let's save this here in a notepad. Pick this up next session. Okay, that is surprising here. This was 80. What? Rider is null. IT. Ah, okay, because it's still being killed. Right, so I think the bunker is being destroyed, so it will remove all guys inside, but then it crashes somehow. Dang. Ho key trick. Okay, you know what? I want to take a break here. It's too big of an investigation. I will take a break here. We continue next session with this. It's a more involved problem by the look of it. But I have I have a pretty good idea where this is leading to. We need to check what's going on here though. But yeah, it looks like we can fix it. Yeah, just needs a bit more investigation and clean up. Yeah. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.